Kevin. How are you?
Hey Rachel, how you doing?
I'm doing great. To start, so I've heard tale that like when asked what you wanted to do next, you were like, I want to go shoot a movie in Rome. And that's kind of how this idea of Solo Mio became. What for you though is like when you're in Italy and you have such a beautiful setting of Italy as a whole, what was like the one thing that you were like, all right, well, we've got to do this. Like we're here, we've got to figure out a way that we can do X, Y, and Z.
The main backdrop was just the beauty of Italy itself. And it sounds cliche to always say, like, as a character in the movie, Italy is a character, but it is in a way of not only the sites that we shot at, but our whole crew was Italian. Our lead actress, Nicole, who was phenomenal, she was so Italian that like she barely knew English. And we loved the obstacle of having that language barrier because it all worked together. And we worked with the crew. We had that barrier with the crew, and we all became this team. And it showed that it was a different language that we used to get by. We developed a shorthand. We had fun. We went out at night and ate and drank together after shooting and just got to know each other. And it was really an amazing time. It was like one of the best times I've had shooting a movie. So yeah, it was great. And that was, and we didn't think we'd get all that, but it was, in the beginning, it was like, hey, let's just, Rome is great. Let's shoot a movie there. It's beautiful. I love the classic rom-com movies. And I wanted to take that and make it for guys as well, where there's that end of it. Like it's a buddy movie. It's a rom-com movie, and just make it really beautiful and just something I think we need today.
I love that group of little non-toxic man friends. I'm obsessed with them. But I did want to ask you a slightly nerdy question about acting and writing because my dad loved Here Comes the Boom. And I love the use of Holly Holy at the end of that movie
Yeah.
as his like song. And you tend to use like really cool musical moments within your acting and your writing. But for you, does music play into your kind of preparation as an actor as well? And if so, was there anything that you're like, I really wanted to like have the feeling of X, Y, and Z with a movie like this?
Yes. I mean, we try to hit all the senses, right? It's taste, touch,
Mhm.
feel. It's like you want to feel, hear, you want that connection. And Here Comes the Boom. I grew up with Neil Diamond. My
Mhm.
parents loved Neil Diamond so much in that song that it meant so much that you back it into like, that's such a moving song. Holly Holy was a big song in the movie that we kind of back it into the most exciting moments where I've got to get built up, and we had
Mhm.
the orchestra play it. So it's like, yes, that moves you. That's what we're supposed to do, is try to create these situations where we can move people. And in that movie, it definitely plays a part. And in this one, it's probably one of the best soundtracks we've had. And, I've had it for sure in a movie. It's got a bunch of great songs, Italian songs, there's Ed Sheeran in there, but it's like, it's incredible. And the people we got to do what they do in the movie, Jonathan and Kim singing in there, you saw that. It's just incredible. So it all came together, and it was in a very moving, funny way.
Yeah. The last thing I want to ask you, because you did say that you love rom coms, and I am a 90s kid. So I miss when we used to have rom coms almost like monthly. We would get a new one. How exciting is it for you then to not only bring the genre back, but bring it back to where people can go to the theater and experience a rom com in the way that we used to?
Well, that was the most important thing to me, because there's something about, it's hard enough to get like a classic rom-com feel without, feeling corny and checking
Mhm.
all the boxes. But to be able to get those feelings and get moved and seeing it on a phone, it's a lot different. Like it plays there. I've watched the whole movie there because I love the movie so much. But I think this is a movie where you want to be in a theater. Like there's, when you're watching it with other people, that energy of going through the heartbreak and all this stuff and the journey that Matt goes on. I love it, being there with strangers and other people around, and everybody kind of, ooh, you hear the and the comedy with Kim and Allison Hannigan and all of this stuff. I love seeing it with an audience. I've been to every screening we've had. I love sitting in the back and just watching. I don't want anybody to know I'm there because I just want to see the reaction, and the reaction we get is so great. That's literally why you do it. It's like, it's so much fun to see that.
Well, I loved this movie. As an Italian American who lives in New York, I always just assumed you were Italian, and I know you're not, but it's nice to
I
see
am
you
a
in
little.
Italy.
I am a
You
little
are?
Italian.
Look, then it
Yes.
makes sense. But I love the movie, and thank you so much for talking with me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Rachel. You're awesome. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Have a great one.
You too.